Time to get up on your feet as we welcome the Maine Golden State Warriors. Starting at center, 7 feet, number 5, DeAndre Ayton. At point guard, 6'8", number 3, Josh Giddey. At the other guard, 6'8", number 18.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You look at the Timberwolves. Their game. On some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they're kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern early on, trying to find answers to a few questions, but overall playing a solid brand of basketball.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Bull, Jaylen Brown out there with Fox. Then there's Big Dog. And it's Jefferson in at the 3. And for the Warriors, Josh Giddey is out there with Lee. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Malone. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Bull kicks to Brown. From outside, off the mark. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely stretch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big 3 of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all. Here's Giddey. Bull making his last shot. Ayton, the pass to Leonard. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. A pass to Fox. Over Lee. Fox, no good.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Here's Giddey. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Pass to Bull. Fox with the screen for Bull. Drills the three-pointer. Bull's got his second basket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Giddey, the pass to Malone. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. Here we're talking NBA. We're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with it?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. Now Bowl, Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Outside, Fox. Top of the key, Jackson Davis. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Boy, just great instincts with great length. Kawhi Leonard, since he entered the league, has been a tremendous defender. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Well, you look at Jackson Davis. You know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Here's Jackson Davis. Nothing on the board. Fox looking it over. Another miss by Minnesota. Warriors leading by 4. And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same. Fox from outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Magic. Here's Giddey. Malone finds Giddey. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Giddey's got his second basket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Now Brown. Last game we saw him score 32. To the paint, here's Jackson Davis.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. And with his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. DA, thanks. And here is Giddey. After Bol made that last three-pointer, Giddey kicks to Lee. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos has checked in, and it's Harden in for Josh Giddey. Minnesota also making some changes. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Big Dog. Jackson comes in for Jefferson. And Thunder subbed in for Fox. Bull, the pass to Popovich. Kessler, a screen on Harden. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
You see Jaylen Brown, he has the kind of verticality, athleticism necessary to make tough shots inside.
And here's Leonard. He's got 10. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Count it, good. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Outstanding.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Warriors leading by 6. Lee outside. Leonard against Brown. Leonard, no luck.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Kessler passes to Popovich. Jackson misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Leonard with the ball. He's got 12. Kept alive.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Brown against Leonard. Brown, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Tries it from 9. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Malone. Malone's got 3 assists tonight. There's Jackson with the 3. That shot off the mark. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Warriors. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in. We've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Malone is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Lee in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Thunder. Bull, the pass to Popovich. Back to Bull. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And guys, this is kind of Bull's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Lee outside. Malone kicks to Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Malone's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside Jackson. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Thunder. 6 to shoot. Down low. Goes back up. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Giddey kicks to Malone. Giddey the pass to Leonard. From the baseline. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Change here. Hayward's checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. Gordon's checked in. Hey, Shimes, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities I know you're looking at, but thank you for your honesty in that. And it's Malone missing. Timberwolves trail by 13. Popovich passes to Big Dog. Driving the lane. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Pass to Malone. Back to Giddey. He lobs it up, and it's Malone finishing it off.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Thunder. The Warriors making the shot. From 11 feet away, and again it's Minnesota converting. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. On its way from Hayward for two. Again, Golden State.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Thunder. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside for Jefferson. Here's Thunder. Takes the three. Drains the three-pointer. Thunder's got 7 points. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Is a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players. Over in Europe, in any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on their shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Free throw good, Gordon.
Well, I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Warriors leading by 9. Malone outside. Pass to Ayton. Lee outside. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Drills it from outside. Hayward's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Thomas. 11 points for him in that last game against the Heat in Miami.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Last year, getting it done. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percent.
Yeah, and like you said, one of the better scorers in the NBA last season, a tireless worker on the offensive end. He could be even better this season. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Santos has checked in, and it's Harden in for Josh Giddey. Timberwolves also changing it up. Walker Kessler comes in for Big Dog, and it's Brown in for Jefferson. Now, here's Harden. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Thunder. Pass to Kessler. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Now here's Brown. He's guarded close. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Warriors leading by 12. Now here's Harden. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Santos. Lee outside. Hayward from outside. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Malone. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's Thomas. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Golden State's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Malone sets the pick for Hayward, and another 3 for Golden State.
But the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Popovich passes to Gordon. Thomas with the ball. On pass to Gordon. Can't hit that one.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Thunder, guarded by Harden. Pass to Kessler. The 3 from Thomas gets the three-pointer to fall. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out. It has been great having you here with us. We appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know, when I'm not on my phone, I'm here to talk to you and talk hoops with you anytime.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much again. ADB, wasn't that terrific talking to Shams? He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
Free throw good from Harden. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the 3 by Minnesota. Here's Leonard. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Leonard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
Here's Thomas. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got 10.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Now Harden. He has 5. Over Thomas. Harden, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Golden State foul. Sanchez. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Eight seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Thunder. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. 10 points for Thunder.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. We're trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if he can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Golden State Warriors.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
All right, guys, let's talk about our players of the week for both conferences. Looking at the East, Cade Cunningham.
When it comes to running the offense, he's been exceptional, making smart play calls and setting the tempo.
He is definitely the leader they need him to be, and the production speaks for itself. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Jefferson is out there with Bowl. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then there's Big Dog, and it's Fox in at the point guard. Here's Jackson Davis after the Warriors pick up three. And it's Brown missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Warriors leading by 15. Here's Leonard. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Giddey against Fox. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis.
You just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
And here are the Warriors now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Ayton. Back to Giddey. Malone outside. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Fox passes to Brown. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Jackson Davis with it. Ayton's there. And here's Brown outside. The Warriors pull it in. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Jackson Davis finds Fox. He trains the quick shot. Fox has got his first 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Malone. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And And the Warriors lead by 18.
Yeah, you've seen Kawhi evolve as a facilitator over the last several years. Love to see him setting up his teammates.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Bust and move. You got the camera right on you. We have an answer.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. In the third spot, the Timberwolves. The Warriors, fourth.
And it's no secret that both of these teams rely heavily on the three-point shot. That was the case last year. Look at those numbers.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And here is Giddey, following the three-pointer from De'Aaron Fox. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 25 points.
We've seen this script before. Kawhi Leonard starts early and continues throughout the course of the night. Defense is in for a long haul.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now Bol fires for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
To the inside, Leonard. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Timberwolves trail by 17. Brown finds Fox. It's tipped. Warriors have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Leonard with a screen on Fox. Leonard looking around. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. And I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, D.A. And so Fox will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Outside Jackson. Gordon with no one around. No good with the triple. Warriors leading by 20. Leonard on the wing. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
Minnesota's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Giddey kicks to Malone. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Gordon. Pass to Jefferson. Back to Gordon. And here is Fox. To stop the run. Malone with the block.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Lee outside. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And Fox gets it to go.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
Warriors leading by 20. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively. And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Timberwolves shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Jefferson. Nice defense from Giddey. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Thompson passes to Leonard. 1:16 left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Malone kicks to Giddey. Here he goes. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Malone's got 6 assists in the game. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Outside Jefferson. A pass to Fox. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Fox has got 9 points now in just the second half.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Outside Leonard over Gordon. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Three-pointer, Fox. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10. Inside. Stolen by Gordon. Outside Jefferson. It's deflected. Malone with the steal. Giddey, no one around him. Hits the three-point bomb. Giddey's got 14 points.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Tyler Hero. Asar Thompson is out there with Ayton. And it's Diabate in at power forward. That's the Warriors 5. Down low. Here's Toppin. Outside for Thomas. Shoots over Hero. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. And here is Ayton. Pass to Hayward. Thompson with it. Clock at 4 to the paint. Here's Ayton off target with the jump hook. Kessler up top. Defended by Hayward. Mitchell passes to Brown. Wants to get it to Kessler and does. Thomas gets a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Thomas got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Minnesota.
Well, Cam Thomas is an enthusiastic three-point shooter. This guy will not hesitate.
Three-pointer, Hayward, and another 3 for Golden State.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Thomas. Shoots over Hero, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
For 3, Hayward. The long distance 3 is buried. Hayward's got 6 in the quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Thomas. Puts up a deep 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hero passes to Hayward. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Back to Thomas.
Cam Thomas is rolling. He's attacking at will. Somebody better shut the water off.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He has decided it's the right time to talk. James Harden's checked in for Hero. And then for Minnesota, Bol, he's checked in for Toppin. Brown comes in for Christian Brown. And Thunder subbed in for Mitchell. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Harden with it. Hayward outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Here's Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Diabate. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got 11 in the second half.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Popovich passes to Thomas. Jacks up a 3. Cans it from downtown. Thomas got 23.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Harden surveying the D. Hayward on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Hayward kicks to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Harden sets the pick for Thompson. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Brown the pass to Popovich. Brown outside. Pass to Bull. To the inside. Here's Thomas. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Hayward from outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Pass to Bull. Hayward against Brown. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Kessler throws it down.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
Golden State's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Harden outside. Hayward left side. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a...
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And so Thomas will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's the drive. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Here is Hayward. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Over Popovich. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Minnesota making some changes. Big Dog comes in for Walker Kessler. And Jefferson subbed in for Thomas. The Warriors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarters. Outside Leonard from deep. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist. Malone's got his 7th assist in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Thunder. Jefferson, a screen on Harden. Popovich passes to Bull. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Harden sets the pick for Hayward. And another three for Golden State.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Out left to the wing. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
The first one falls. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Minnesota making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's 37 points for Leonard.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Leonard.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Now Jackson Davis.
Golden State foul, Diabate. Second personal foul, third team foul. Shooting from Minnesota, Jackson Davis. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Jackson Davis hits them both. Hayward outside. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you.